What up, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video. I know, crazy. The reaction Arknights content creator is here reacting to another Arknights video. This time, a more directed one. We're currently watching Dr. Pythagorean Theorem,
potato here.
a video actually analyzing my IS2 run that I posted like a week ago. And I am somewhat nervous because I am god-awful at IS, or Arknights in general, so I'm probably gonna get cooked a lot here, but I believe in Dr. French's ability to do a proper analysis and teach me on my mistakes. And I might even do a video on my most recent IS2 run that I did, which I actually reached the last boss of it. So if you want to see that video, make sure to leave a like on this one, and also go leave a like on Dr. Pythagorean's video. The link will be down below, so leave it a like, leave it a comment saying that I sent you, all that good stuff. And also, if you want to watch these reactions live, just join us at twitch.tv/RayConnect, or here on YouTube, because I go live every single day at 3 p.m. GMT +1. And if you want to see anime cut reactions and then edited that we watch every other day, join us on Patreon. You can have access to every single content there for €1 a month. And one last thing, subscribe, because 89% of you are not subscribed, and subscribing tells YouTube to keep recommending my channel. So, without any further stall, shall we watch the first, or I assume it's the first and last, analyzing Arknights IS2 run by the doctor himself. Let's see.
And today we'll be analyzing a run made by Arknights. I believe this is his very first IS2 run. So Arknights is a reaction YouTuber that has reacted to...
I know I called myself a reaction YouTuber, but hearing someone else calling me a reaction YouTuber is amazing.
A lot of Arknights content, kind of like Seku Senpai, right? And just like Seku Senpai, he has also...
Also, is that what Dr. Pythagorean meant by misgendering me? That he's calling me he? Trust me, I thought it was way worse. So Pythagorean actually came into my video and was like, "Oh, Raycon, I accidentally misgendered you. I hope you don't mind," and all that stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, did he call me a she or something? Is that what happened?" But no, it's just a he. By the way, for those that are watching this, I don't know. I don't care whatever pronouns you use for me. He, she, they, them, fucking zer, fucking neo pronouns. Use whatever you want, whatever you feel is more appropriate for me.
Playing Arknights. So I don't know much about his operators. All I know is that he has watched my video about the recommendations, the kind of roadmap to start
my
playing
pronouns,
IS
whatever you want to use.
Possible. So I know he has Thorns, I know he has Saria, but I don't know much else about his other operators. So we're gonna discover this, and we're gonna see, as usual, if he makes some obvious mistake or if he does something well, and we're gonna try to give the best advice possible. So yeah, let's start. Okay, I can already see from the very beginning that he has started with Myrtle and Cruz, which is, I'm always not a fan of Myrtle because, well, she doesn't block that much at the very beginning. So since this is a Vanguard per sniper, I assume the other operator is a specialist. So we're gonna see what he did.
We are playing. It is IS time, lads.
Pog.
Our first time playing IS. Green is easy and normal is yellow. Okay, got it. Explore. Yeah, we watches this at 1.5 speed and it's still 24.
Yeah, I mean, the squad in IS2 is not that bad. Again, I don't know
reaction
his
to the
operators,
reaction.
so I have no idea what he should pick there. Like, since you have Thorns, start with a god is decent, but if you have better
Raycon design,
I don't even know.
Y'all, I think mine is fine. My current design is perfectly fine.
That's a good thinking.
Actually, Myrtle. Wait, seems to be safest because it has a Vanguard, right?
That's a good thinking.
Actually, Myrtle.
The thing is, if you recruit Myrtle, well, first of all, she's not that good in the early game, and second of all, well, you already spent 2 hope, and then you can't recruit a 6-star, so let's see.
I can go Myrtle here, I don't mind it.
Okay, so he will be forced to pick a 5-star specialist. Who is he gonna pick? Red. Cruz, Red.
I don't think I had E2 Thorns by now.
An interesting choice. I can't say it's bad because, I mean, it has some block. It has I
don't think I had
E2.
E2.
Myrtle helps with the DP generation for Project Red, and Cruz deals consistent
I think I was
damage.
still E1 level 80.
If he uses Myrtle with S2, he can get some healing.
I don't know. It's been a while now.
Bad. Like,
I don't remember my first IS2 run.
Okay, he uses Red actually pretty well.
Oh, he fucking died. Why did he do that?
Nice use of red.
Why does he keep doing that? Is he okay? What?
He's using red as a lane holder, which is actually not that bad of an idea for an early
see
run if you started with
I'm smart.
red as your sole quote-unquote blocker. Usually I would say you would have to probably redeploy red, but not in this case.
So I get.
Okay,
But I wasn't
a
using
sniper.
supports.
So again, I don't know his other units. If he intends to recruit a 6-star, the thing is that's
I'd have
still
no
a pretty
6-star
weak
snipers.
start. What would I do in this situation? There are some stages where I probably want some global range, for example, like Embryo, but yeah, let's see.
So do I get all of these, or do I only get one of these?
You get
By
everything.
the way. Oh, I get all. Okay. All non-boss units have minus 50% during the next emergency operation.
Yeah, I mean, it can be useful on the stage he just did, so he's probably not gonna get this stage again, but let's see.
Not support
Okay.
one.
And a
Yeah,
sniper.
and still.
4-star. Ooh, Pinecone, interesting. Pinecone works really well because, well, it gives him a lot of damage, which he probably lacks.
My first big
And
AoE.
the DP cost is actually not that much of an issue since he has Myrtle, so... And he saves a lot of hope, so now he's at 3 hope.
The reason I didn't pick a higher cost sniper is not because I didn't want to, or because I had the brilliant mind of picking Pinecone. It's just because I really did not have any higher snipers.
So the next time he levels up, he's gonna be at 7, he's gonna be able to recruit a 6-star, or he'll be able to E2 some units in the meantime, so yeah, actually pretty good.
New friends, old rivals, strange encounters never age, only scars stand the test of time.
Okay, so at least he went for the top one, which was very obvious, right? Because if you go to the bottom one, you have
only
no
have one
choice but
shot,
to go
exactly.
to the, well, bottom emergency. But if you feel like you can't do this emergency, getting to the top path is by far the best idea.
See, guys,
because
I'm
now you
smart.
have, well, 2 options, right?
Time.
Flowers of Quinde in this case is very good because, well,
Yeah, I have no
Myrtle
healer.
as a soul medic is not that great, and 2 hope is actually not gonna change much because if you have 5 hope, then you won't be able to recruit a 6-star still, and you can still E2 your operators with the 3 hope you have left. So yeah, I would absolutely pick the flowers there.
Collector, Flowers of Kinda. All friendly units recover 10 HP or gain 2 hope. 10 HP seems pretty good. So I'll take it. So this is the
It's not that good, but it's your best healing option right now besides Myrtle.
question. I think I want to go in counter so I don't waste my my
Yes,
thing,
I
right?
did.
So I go in counter here and
You don't waste your... What?
instead of emergency.
My-
off. I mean, I do have
My
a lot-
thing there at the bottom.
Okay, so this is the emergency he would have gotten. This is probably doable with Pinecone.
I
because
still
Pinecone,
went the
again,
emergency,
does
I
a fuck
think.
ton of damage. I think this could be doable with Cruise and Pinecone, to be fair. Oh, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Okay, can he recover from this? Let's see.
Oh, it's the altar, right? Ah, fuck. Give me a second. That's right.
Okay, he redeployed Cruise, or maybe he let him die. He let her die. Displacement is actually not bad, but is he using Myrtle S1 or S2? I would probably use S2 for now,
I'm
since you don't
S1,
have much healing option besides
E.
the flowers.
Because
Okay. Oh, I'll rip.
Go Cruz! Go Cruz!
I would probably simply let the big guys go and try to simply stun the dogs, because there's no way in the end
Well-
he can kill the big guys. They are way too much tanky.
well, my thought here is I didn't really think too much about temporary life here still because I think this was completely my first run ever. So leaking for me was still very much a pain in my brain because I could not think
Pinecone
of
had
it
been
being good. I
deployed,
think.
Facing bottom, maybe, but in this case it's impossible. You can recover from this kind of mistake, but you have to focus on beating the little enemies because, well, the little enemies in the end take as much HP as the big
Mm-hmm.
one. So if you can't kill the big enemies, it's okay, just let them go through. You have a leader squad, it only consumes 4 HP, so yeah, he should probably not do that and simply try
High
to
choice.
stun the little dogs because, well, you're gonna see he's not gonna be able to kill this guy for sure.
Fuck!
See?
Kill that one, Cruz! Don't let the weapon! You fucking idiot!
Don't insult your operators. It's your decision. See,
No,
again,
no,
he
it's
should have
their fault.
focused the
It's-
dogs. I was about to say he's not using Pinecone's skill. Okay, nice. Well, he's not dead yet, but you should have used
-1.
Pinecone's skill much more. Probably deploy her facing bottom too. I can understand wanting to damage the units that come here, but in the end, I simply think deploying and redeploying Project Red to stun the dogs over and over would have been a much better idea to try and kill the big enemies, because as you can see, you have let every big enemy through. You haven't been able to kill a single one. So yeah, you should have probably focused on killing the little enemies and letting the big ones go through. This is the perks of Leader Square, by the way.
Yes.
You should kill the little enemies and let the big ones go through. This is literally what Leader Squad was made for. Oh, okay, silver coin. Now we're talking. Okay, this is extremely good. One of the best collectibles you could have gotten for sure.
All operators start with plus.
What should he do with the Vanguard? He has two options, basically.
What did I
It's
do?
Either recruiting Thing, saving some hope, or E2
I can't remember what I did.
Since he gets the silver coin, I don't think E2 Myrtle is gonna do much. Like, he's already getting
my
initial
Myrtle's
SP.
not
I
E2.
would probably go for Thing there. Maybe even if you absolutely want some more damage, probably Vanilla if he has upgraded her.
No.
6.
Or Plume, I guess.
That's fine.
Okay, alright. Actually, good decision. Let me see. Brass Compass is like deployment limit or squad size, I'm not sure. Yeah, I just checked is deployment limit. At this point in the game, deployment limit is not that important. Phalanx does absolutely nothing. You could recruit like a steward with caster, and training does basically nothing. Like, it's
Also, before you flame me, I did not know that landmines were ass.
only to E2 Myrtle, which at this point in the game does not do much. This is not that good of a shop. The best thing you can do in order to get more damage here is probably the landmine set plus recruiting.
Oh, yeah,
caster.
actually-
It's probably what I would do there.
Deployment limit
That's-
plus 2. I don't need that.
Exactly. Exactly. Actually, very right. He doesn't need that at this point. He needs damage.
Increases attack damage.
Yeah, increased attack is, well, obviously very good, but not
No, I have
usually
no
a
defender and supporter.
or supporter. There are, of course, a few exceptions, like Virtuosa, like Horn, like Jessica Alta, this kind of stuff, but obviously here he has nothing among them, so yeah.
Damage, attack of defender supporter. I don't need that. This might be get a caster here. You know, get a caster.
Yep.
Support. Bring 3 mines upon the deal. Do I always have 3 mines on each map?
Yep. Okay, recruited a 5-star caster, so he has no hope left.
I'm hopeless.
But at the same time, he doesn't have any 6-star, so it's not like he needs hope that much. Not having a 6-star is gonna be an issue at some point, I'm afraid.
Stun
But
one
let's
in
see.
IS3,
Getting
I
a
see.
Mia is actually not that bad of an idea. Like, he needs damage at some point, so yeah, sure.
And now we get the landmines here. So they come.
Actually, I would have done pretty much the same, except I would have maybe picked Steward instead of Amiya, because, well,
I don't- my
I'm
Steward is
gonna
not
want
leveled.
a 6-star at some point, right?
Come from down here, so we set up here. Put Fang here, put Myrtle here, put Amiya here, or even here. To be honest, Pinecone. No, Pinecone here. Boom. Fang here.
Yeah, that's actually very good. Like, he's making fun of himself with this graph, but he's actually very good. He's saying he should deploy his lane holders there, Pinecone there, in order to hit both
Yes, I
enemies that
don't-
come
I didn't
here
know.
and deal actually 1.5 damage, and deal damage to enemies that come here. He could even, like, simply, in order to get the most from Pinecone's trait, he could even lane hold actually here, or actually there, and deploying Pinecone there to hit enemies that come here or there, because then Pinecone will deal more damage. And yeah, that's also an option. It depends on how you want to deploy your audio units, but let's see. Where did he put Pinecone? Oh, he hasn't deployed Pinecone yet. Alright. That's a very good placement for Pinecone, because now she's certain to hit for 1.5 damage every time an enemy comes here, so yeah.
Let me wait for that guy to get close so we can stun him. Boom.
He does some preemptive damage to the shield guard, sure, why not?
Okay.
I mean, that's basically the best thing you can do with red there, so sure.
Fuck, you're in S1. I forgot to change it to S3. Fuck.
I mean, you can choose S3. She's not E2.
Listen,
But,
I didn't
mean,
know that.
Between S1 and S2, I actually prefer using Amiya's S1 most of the time, because as long as she's not E2, simply because her S2 is automatically activated, and I don't really like that. It's way too random for me.
Pinecone skill. Boom.
Okay, nice.
S1 is good, but I want 3 damage versus these guys now. Go Red. Fuck him up, Red. Fuck him up.
Okay, he lost no HP because of Leader Squad. Very good. So far, he's actually playing very good. I feel like he...
You hear that? Don't let him see the rest of the run. We can end the video here, and that's that's it for the analysis. We can end the video right here at 10 minutes and 46. We don't need to hear anything else. That's all I need to hear. He's playing it super well. That's all I need to hear. We ignore everything else.
He wants to save a bit more hope in order to recruit better operators, but he's actually playing pretty well. Caster, so he can E2 Amiya. That's probably the best idea there. I don't think he has a single E2 operator yet, so he definitely wants that.
Another caster, man. Oh my god. I guess I could upgrade Amiya.
Oh, it's not. I guess you should absolutely do that. Also, she's on level 80. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember. I think he said in his video that he used the auto level 80 promote on Amiya. So yeah, absolutely do that. Oh yeah, for sure.
Boom. We promote.
Oh, we can also promote. Wait, it doesn't promote them. It only says
Exactly.
edit one. Oh well. Sure, that's actually very good. Usually, it depends on how much hope I have. I mean, since he started to bank on using his 5 stars and 4 stars, I do think that he's not gonna have enough hope anyway to recruit a 6-star. So might as well do that, and it paid off. So yeah, sure.
Enemies take physical damage.
Because this is extremely good on Pinecone, most notably.
Increase. Most of my damage is physical. Cruise buff. Let's go. Dust. Get a random collectible. All enemy units.
I like how he says cruise buff, even though his main damage dealer so far is definitely Pinecone.
It's cruise.
Perfect.
Also, what are those level 5? My man, upgrade your operator skill.
Listen, this was like, what, 3 weeks into the game? I just got on some of these characters.
Oh, only Amiya and Myrtle and Feng are level 7. Amiya doesn't have any mastery, I think. The main issue here is that he's recruiting operators that he can't E2 afterwards, which begs the question, does he even have any operator that is
I didn't. I don't think I'm. Igor says I have it. I had Thorns 82, but I don't think I had Thorns 82 already. I don't think so. Also, hi, Dr. Pythagorean Theorem. Welcome
two
in.
besides Amiya? Wait, this is actually a good question I'm asking myself right now. Does he even
No.
have a single operator that is
did I
E2?
have
If he
Thorns?
doesn't,
I don't remember.
then he's kind of fucked at some point.
I forgot to change Amiya's skill again. Fuck.
No, it doesn't matter. Amiya's skill S1 is actually a very good skill. Doesn't matter. Usually on most stages, besides the boss stage, I would use Amiya's S1.
I
don't
checked
know,
your right.
maybe
You upgraded
60
him
to
after
70%
this
of-
run. I fucking knew it. You were trying to gaslight me, thinking that I had E2 Thorns. I don't.
Well,
I don't.
probably
I
put
don't
the
think I had
landmine
it.
there and there just to hit the girls instead, but he's gonna kill this one with Cruz. He's probably killed this one with Project Red, so it doesn't matter in the end. Ah,
Fuck, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
that's
Now
actually
we're
fine.
Fucking up this girl here. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, this is fine. This is fine. This is temporary health, anyways. We don't care about that, anyways.
Yep.
Okay. Fuck,
Exactly.
That again. That's fine though. As long as you don't leak anyone more. I need Red to come up. Red. Myrtle. Yo, Myrtle. Time to tank. Go, Myrtle. Fuck him up, Myrtle. Fuck him up, Myrtle. 1 HP win. Boom.
Jesus Christ. I mean, he survived.
All friendly units have plus 15 attack and HP.
Not bad.
Big buff. Now give me a match.
Alright, caster, supporter. With
Oh,
zero
I have
hope.
no good
I don't
supporters.
think he has you official, which could have
No, I do not.
provided him with some health regeneration. So yeah, I mean it's either Orchid or Steward there. So I don't know if he has any of the two upgraded. I don't even think he has enough squad size anyway. So let's see.
Medic. Fuck. This is not a medic. Fuck.
But he's right though. He definitely would have wanted a medic there. That's actually pretty unlucky to not get a medic, even though he's on floor 3 already.
Wait.
Can he even kill W on this map? Who would he use to kill W? Probably Amiya with S3, something like that. Or S2 if he's a god at predicting when she's gonna come. Yeah, I would probably use Amiya's S3. Again, I would use the same strategy that I advised Clay
cut.
to use, right? It's simply like deploying crews
Dr.
early
Pomme
or
de la
red
Terre,
early
yeah.
to trigger the guys there and there.
Oh,
and
no,
let
he
them,
doesn't
go
know.
through. It doesn't matter. These are gonna be a hindrance.
It's gonna
I
be
feel
so
like
bad.
The hindrance they represent is not worth smashing your head over how to kill them without leaking them, particularly with
cooked.
your setup where you don't have any Saria, you don't have any spot, you don't have any defender that can block them without
so
taking too much
cooked.
damage, you don't have any medic too, so yeah, you should probably trigger them, let them go through, and then start deploying your operators. The microphone cracking is so fucking fun. How is he gonna make sure that Pinecone doesn't die? Rip. Okay, so to be fair, this wasn't a really good run. Like, he didn't get any defender, so he didn't get spot. He didn't get any medic. And
Sleeping
he
Swordsman
should have
also arts
probably
them.
gone for Myrtle S2 on a lot of these maps, actually, because I would never advise a new player to start an ice run with Myrtle, first of all, because you have one less block, you have to sacrifice block in order to generate DP. But if you absolutely want to start with Myrtle, which, again, you are sacrificing recruiting a 6-star from the get-go in order to recruit a Myrtle, which is already kind of a hindrance, then in a lot of cases you're gonna want to use S2.
I do
because
not
that's
crack it
an
on
actually
purpose.
Good healing tool. So with S2 there, he might have been able
Get,
to do
I
some
yesterday after
things,
getting your
I'm
hands on
not
Trust
sure.
Alter is
So
probably the
far,
easiest. Yeah, I
mistakes
need to do
can
the
point
events.
is not trying to get the most out of leader squad and trying to block every single enemies, even when you already know that there are absolutely enemies that you can't block and you can't prevent from going to the blue box. What you should do is focus on the little enemies that you know you can kill and let the big enemies go through. This is a legit strategy in lead a squad. Another mistake is obviously not using Myrtle's S2, even though it's a quite hefty healing tool, I would say. Third one is probably using your hope too much. In a lot of cases, you want to save some hope in order to recruit your most powerful operators.
It is a
Here,
common thing to break my microphone.
Most powerful operators are. He keeps on recruiting 5 stars and 4 stars that he doesn't even have at E2. So I assume a lot of his operators are actually not at E2,
at this
and
time,
he probably only has like 1 or 2 operators at E2.
At this time, only at Amiya.
Maybe his Thorns, maybe his Saria, I'm not sure. The fact
no,
that
my Saria is E1 to level 40.
Defender voucher, and the operators he has upgraded are probably Saria, and Thorns is actually very unlucky, not gonna lie. But regarding his placement, it was actually not that bad. Regarding the
Chad, let's not show Dr. Pyramid my run from yesterday. Let's not show that. So that he keeps this idea that I have good placement. Okay, can we do that? Can no one show him the run that I did yesterday?
Way he approached a lot of these
Oh
maps, for example, using the landmines to kill some difficult
don't do
enemies,
that.
or using red to kill difficult enemies was actually pretty good. So yeah, regarding his operators, not that bad. Regarding the rest, again, would never recommend recruiting Myrtle at the very beginning. Okay, so he's doing a second run right after. Let's see.
Watch. Yeah, my last run was alright.
I would probably get the second option, because losing all Iridium ingots when you don't have all the IS2 nodes unlocked is actually not that of an issue, because you're only using 8 Iridium ingot, which is basically nothing. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go for the life points, because most
Listen, my computer was dying
too.
on that last run, and then it was said that I didn't have minor.
-1 hope is not that crazy. Again, plus physics.
I would have gone for the second one, because again, now he's
6-star.
sure that he can't recruit a 6-star, but gaining plus 15 physical damage is very good. Quora, Amiya, Cruz, it's a decent team. Does he really need Quora instead of like a Spot or Beagle? I am really not sure about this.
I don't have either of them leveled.
A Spot or a Beagle, so the Quora is weird, the rest is fine. Okay, so he had to redeploy his Cruz there. In this stage, there's a lot of approaches. I think this one is one of the most common one. Usually, what you want to do is deploy Cruz here, and immediately after deploy your Quora, or your Defender anyway, because most enemies are then gonna target Quora. Like 1 or 2 enemies are gonna spawn from here, target Cruz for like 1 or 2 attacks, and by the time they get there, they are actually gonna target the Defender. So the idea he had was good, but he should have waited just a bit more and it would have worked. But then redeploying your Cruz there, absolutely the right decision. Deploying Quora there, good decision. Amiya there, good decision. Ooh, okay, standard anti-riot instrument, good. Another sniper, let's see.
Oh, arts damage increase. Amiya buff.
Pinecone, okay, sure.
Always
Again, using
Pinecone.
a lot of hope, but let's see.
Insert the coin. Let's go gambling.
Yeah, I would probably save for the shop, but let's see.
Nice, cool.
Maybe it will pay off?
You gain nothing. Oh, dang it. Drinks for the night seems to happy, so do you. Gain 1 life point. Okay.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Can I gamble more? More 1 life point?
Okay, and with this, he still had 9 Iridium ingot to buy things. So, hold up, Fatable's training. So his Pinecone is not E2, I recall.
Yes.
So it's either the Support Escape Crane or a Vanguard. I feel like I would get Fang most of the time.
I think I got Myrtle.
Here. The Escape Crane is very good, don't get me wrong, and usually that works as a pseudo healing tool, but Quora is enough
yeah,
as
I'll
a
do
pseudo
that.
healing tool.
Do you want to know what event
buffers
buffers you want next?
The aggro. You can use her
no
S2
idea.
that heals her. I
I'll
don't
be
think
honest,
you need
Chief.
the Escape Crane at the moment. I would much rather get a Vanguard, so let's see.
I definitely need a Vanguard.
Okay, he picked Myrtle, so I wonder if his chat is gonna advise him to use her S2 this time. Let's see.
I don't think anyone mentioned this too.
I'm not sure if I would have gone for Myrtle or Fang. I'm not sure if Quora's healing and aggro when deployed last is gonna be enough.
I know,
for
it's just,
two.
yeah.
Maybe it is, I'm not sure.
Basically got all the things I got
Depends on the fights.
back from spending on the gambling. It's the cabin map. I got this. I won once. I can win it again. I did not. I forgot completely they were an AoE caster. I'm gonna be honest.
I really think his chat should have advised him to use Myrtle S2, honestly. I know it's a skill that is very easily forgettable in regular Arknights, like not IS, but in IS it's actually a
CS
very
drops?
powerful.
What's
Crown Slayer
CS?
is gonna go through probably, but she takes like 1 HP I believe, so it doesn't matter. Too late to use the Pinecone skill. Maybe if he had used earlier, since Pinecone can also have 2 charges, it would have been enough, I'm not sure. It's okay, she takes 2 HP, my bad, but she only took 2, like who cares. Oh, Foul Beast
Fights all the way, I see.
strongest relic at this point in the game, and he can also get Fang, sure.
Okay, another Vanguard. Where's my Fang? Set up Pinecone here, so Pinecone.
Ooh. Weirdly enough, I think this is doable, but
Listen,
here
it's
the pinecone
fine.
placement could be very weird because if you deploy her here, she's gonna get targeted by the AoE casters. If you deploy
Clown
her here,
Slayer.
same thing.
Yeah.
And if you
I
deploy
forgot
her
Clown Slayer is a
here
thing.
or there, she's only gonna be able to hit one enemies coming there or there. So you absolutely want to play extremely defensive by playing Quora here. But if you do that, you can't heal Quora the Myrtle unless you deploy her here or here. For me, here,
Silly Dr. Pyramid, he thinks I'm gonna use Myrtle S2.
since there are tanky enemies coming from the bottom, but still it's gonna be very dangerous because then she's gonna get targeted.
So what a
and,
silly guy.
yeah. But anyway, I don't even think he uses Murderous too, so let's see.
You can attack here. Wait, never mind. I set up Pinecone here. Or here, actually. I put Pinecone here so she can attack.
Oh no, absolutely don't do that. Don't put Pinecone there, she's gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, don't worry. Wait, no, Pinecone can't attack here this way, though. So you're gonna come from here, come from here, come from here. So I definitely want Myrtle AFK here.
Again, this strategy can work if he uses Murderous too.
Yo, Quo, you need to stay alive.
Okay, so in the end he did deploy Pinecone there.
No matter what you do, you have to stay alive. If you die, I'll kill you. Quora stays alive like always because the Quora is the GOAT. We use...
What he doesn't know right now is that he could literally remove all of his operators and not lose a single HP. Again, leader squad. Why do you deploy so much effort just to kill this guy? It doesn't matter. You won't lose a single HP.
Because it's a question of pride.
Sure, but it doesn't serve any purpose. Also, why do you get the reserve operator defender? I assume he doesn't have his spot upgraded, which is, well, for new IS, probably a mistake. You should absolutely upgrade your spots. Unless, of course, you don't want him, right? I have never upgraded my spots in my whole life, and I only use Beagle, but then upgrade your Beagle at least. Same stage as before, okay.
Doing something stupid is exactly what I usually do. Kinda like my fucking...
Again, same advice for this map as the last time. You should probably trigger these guys because these are elite Sokka's swordsmen. They are extremely powerful. You can look at Quora getting destroyed even though Quora has such a high defense. Since you have leader squad, this is the best thing you can do. You should absolutely use a leader squad's perks much more than there.
Yo, reserve opera. Can you not die immediately?
It's okay, he
I
won't
did
die
defender
there.
over Amiya, did I?
HP, so let's see.
Holy fuck. Like, what are you useful for? Yep, there she fuck.
Special enemy, isn't there?
It is.
Oh no, it's W, okay, never mind.
Go Fang, you do like no damage. All according to plan, 1 HP. What is tonight's performance? Receive a random collectible with any purchase. Okay, I have a lot of money. Okay.
Alright, red, because he absolutely needs damage, that's absolutely true.
Simple enough. I think I want to heal. 5 HP is a lot, I need it. Not even...
And here you can see one of the mistakes that new IS players tend to do most of the time is that they focus way too much on stuff like HP. HP is not gonna help you win a run. You know what could help you win a run here? An E2 Amiya, for example. E2 Amiya is gonna deal damage and kill enemies that otherwise, if your Amiya was an E2, would have gone through the gate. So you should see E2ing operators as gaining life, quote unquote. Gaining life is only gaining life. You don't also E2 the operator. On top of that, again, you have leader squad. What are you so afraid of? This is a very easy map with Project Red. You just deploy her to kill all of these guys one by one. You don't even need 2 for leader squad, but just to be safe, you can kill 1, 2, or 3 of them. You can even try and kill this one, but it can be a bit difficult. Nice. Almost.
Pokemon Fang.
Quora skill.
Skill on Quora, so she
Nice.
Cinema.
Yep, but you need damage, and you don't have any.
Why did I put my
Yeah, not a really good placement for Myrtle, unfortunately.
there? Am I dumb? I might be dumb.
Remind yourself that
Should have redeployed Fang there.
overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Unfortunate. Weirdly enough, here the main mistake is actually not having enough upgrade.
Gaining life is only gaining life,
if his
true.
Project Red was Elite 1 max level, you can see how she could have been able to kill the guy on the top, so it wouldn't have been that much of an issue. I think his operators die way too much too, because, well, they aren't that upgraded, unfortunately. So yeah, the main issue here is, well, unfortunately not upgrading his operators. The only glaring mistakes he did there was not E2ing Amiya when he could have been doing this. And other than that, honestly, his positioning was not bad. If I had to sum up the
my positioning wasn't bad. How did I degrade?
main mistakes in this
Boring.
I'm so cooked, Kronos. Thank you so
there
much for the
anything
follow.
else
How did
more
I degrade?
interesting
Good
to do?
placements, by the way. Oh.
whole video, well, I don't think my criticism about the hope actually matters that much, because I assume you have 6-star operators that are upgraded. In this case, well, hope is actually much more important. Of course, if you don't have any, well, hope is actually not that much important. So spending too much hope is actually not that much of an issue. Still, that's a good thing to remember for when you actually start upgrading more and more operators. The placements were fine. There's nothing much more to say about this. You need to probably use leader squad's perk much more, like triggering dangerous enemies, letting them get through, so you can focus on smaller enemies.
The voice must only look after because my ops were ass.
Enemies, this kind of
You mean on this video or you mean on my last IS run?
stuff. Using all of your operators' capabilities, for example, you had the opportunity to kill your other operators with Murderous 2, and yet you never used Murderous 2, unfortunately. I don't even know if your chat pointed that to you.
We'll see, Chris. I didn't see the comments yet.
But other than that, for a very, very new player, this is actually pretty good, I would say. Simply upgrade your operators, upgrade their
This was less than a month into Arknights, by the way.
skill, and good luck in your next runs. Hello guys, Dr.
Thank you, Mr. Pitanger. This one, don't look at my run yesterday. Herbatorian, you don't want to see that. Give me a second. Big. Okay, I left a like and I left a subscription. That's what you should do to the video as well. Link down in below, YouTube. Don't forget, I'm still recording a YouTube video here. But if you want to watch these live with us, again, join us on Twitch, join us on YouTube, whatever you do. Leave a like as well and subscribe and all that good stuff. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, whatever that might be. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye!